Hey everyone, I'm Elizabeth Maria, and this is Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. I'm so happy to be here today on this wonderful, wonderful winter solstice. We have the longest night of the year today. Wow, look at I like how my selenite is it selenite? What is that? Shungite, excuse me. Oh, that was kind of cool. Yay, so let's see. Let me just see if anyone is on yet, and I will just go ahead and begin. I'm so happy to be here today. The last couple days I've been, a little under the weather, and, I really didn't think I was going to make it today but then my wonderful daughter came up and, just brought her wonderful young energy. We were able to get out of the house, and, even though I don't know where you guys are in this, earth plane, but down here in Georgia today, it is definitely a little dreary out. So, anytime that I'm going on a walk or going grounding in the nature, I always, ask Great Spirit just to guide. And, so today, my daughter and I both said, just let's set the intention that the rain will hold off. And, guys, we have that power, right? I mean, we have the power over all of the elements. And, so thankful. The rain, of course, stayed away. I was able to go to a little community garden where I volunteer at. I got some wonderful lemon balm that I put in my water. So good. Lemon balm is wonderful, especially in the winter. It helps with depression. It helps with anxiety. It's also a wonderful, wonderful antiviral tonic. And so, if you have any lemon balm around, I just stick it straight in my water. And then sometimes, especially if they're really strong pieces of lemon balm, after I drink it a couple times, then I'll just root it and it will root, So it's a really good, wonderful plant-based health tonic. So good. So I went and picked some kale and some lemon balm from the community garden. And then my daughter and I went to a park where I showed her my favorite rock. And because, everything in this realm, everything has just such beautiful energy. Even stuff that we don't think has, quote unquote, beautiful energy. It does. So wonderful just to go and get grounded, listen to the creek go by, sit and just be in the nature. I don't know about you guys, but this is a really kind of crazy time of year for a lot of us. A lot of anxiety, family stuff going on. So today is the day, guys. This is the winter solstice. Today is the day to say goodbye to what no longer serves. It is a wonderful day to set intentions about what you want to bring in, right? All of the good healing energy for the next 12 months, right? Remember that December is all about, all this stuff is coming up to the surface to be healed, to be cleansed, right? And that's what December about. There's a lot of endings happening right now, right? And so this is, not necessarily material endings, though it could be. We have to let go of in order to let in, right? And so a lot of endings, but also endings of cycles that no longer serve you, right? Patterns in your life, all these things that are coming up to the surface, and you're being shown these things so they can heal, right? So you can move. And I used to like to say like walking through, but now I'm like, we move up and out. We move up and out and over, It's about being able to look at these patterns from a almost like an aerial view, if you will, right? And look down and go, oh, wow, this is something that I've had ingrained in me for the last 20 years. And I just keep on, right? It's like a little, it's like the groove in the records, you know? You just keep on, you keep on. And then one day you look at it in a different way, right? And that's when, you know, it's like the saying, it's like you don't know until you know, right? You don't know. You're not going to see it until you're ready to see it. But oh my God, when you see it, you just lift up and over, and it's just so beautiful. Today is one of those days, guys, you know, so wherever you're at in the world, just take a breath. Pause for a minute. Before I get into the reading today, I did want to talk to y'all. Well, I did talk to you about my lemon balm water. I pulled up a couple, a couple other health benefits of the lemon balm. We have, stress relief. It's good for nervous system support. It's good for sleep aid. I said all this. It relieves anxiety, depression. It's also a headache relief and brain tonic. So that mixed with our wonderful water, which, I mean, and, you know, this is another cool thing that I do with my water. And because, you know, if you think about it, we're, 70 or 80% water. So you think about, like, everything that we put in our bodies, you know. And so I always bless. I mean, there's something to be said about, like, you know, blessing your food. I mean, I bless everything. I bless my water. I'm like, I love you, water. I love you. Oh, just nothing but healing energy, you know. And, I mean, everything likes to be talked to nicely, right? So talk to your water, guys. I mean, look, it does heal the body. I promise. And so the rock that I'm working with, or the crystal, the mineral, the what have you that I'm working with today is the Aquamarine. Okay, this is a beautiful, actually my daughter gave this crystal to me last year, and I keep it on my shrine. But when I'm doing these readings, I always take off some crystals to work with. Oh gosh, this is great energy. So the Aquamarine is a crystal that it's really all about helping to heal with emotional trauma, any type of conflict that you're having in your life. Aquamarine is the stone. So Aquamarine is the throat chakra stone, okay? So it helps to balance. And so throat is all about communication, speaking your truth, right? Let's see what else. Okay, so Aquamarine, the properties are also not only with physical healing, right, and getting over emotional trauma, but this is also referred to as the breath stone. And so Aquamarine, and the breath is our soul, right? And so this is all about connecting to our soul and that breathing, breathing in God energy. And so Aquamarine is also known to alleviate any kind of sinus pressure that you're having, lung issues, any kind of respiratory problems, and it's wonderful for bronchitis, for, like I said, it's got pretty high antiviral properties. And so, some of you might go, oh, it's so woo-woo. I mean, it's a freaking rock, right? But the thing is that that's what we are, right? We're all like organic material, right? And so it makes sense that another organic material, like you think about plant-based health, like it all is going to help us balance. And so what I do with, when I'm working with the crystal, definitely, I can wear some as jewelry, but if I'm working with a certain crystal, sometimes I'll put them on my different chakra points while I'm doing a meditation. And I mean, you don't have to get like all fancy with it. I'll just lay on my bed right? And then just like, for instance, since the Aquamarine is for the throat chakra, I would, like literally lay on my bed with the Aquamarine on my throat and just, meditate. You can also listen to some, chakra cleansing music. I love sound therapy. We're all vibration. Yeah, so anyways, this is Aquamarine. If you don't have any, go and get it, especially right now, winter solstice. I mean, I was in bed for the last couple of days. I know that there's colds and all kinds of sickness. And of course, the big one is all around us right now. So stay safe out there on this darkest night of the year. Anyways, so today what I thought that I would do for the reading is just to do something a little bit different on the winter solstice, as I actually am going to be working with 3 different sets of cards, and there's definitely a wonderful power of 3, right? So I am going to do still the 3 card spread, and I'm going to do three sets of 3 cards, right? But I'm going to mix it up a little bit today, and I'm going to be working with my Ascended Master cards. And so I figured that since we're going through, this is the winter solstice, and any type of, this is an energetic day. This is a day where our guides, our spirits, our angels are close, right? They're close to us today, guiding us out of the darkness into the light on this day, the winter solstice. So I have my Ascended Master cards I'm going to pull from. I also have my angel cards, and I don't think, these are oracle cards, and I don't think that I've actually played with these on any of my lives, so I thought this would be fun and, hopefully insightful. That's what this is all about, right? And again, for those of you that are new to tarot cards or oracle cards or anything like that, this is just about me tapping into the energy, right? I tap into, because that's what we are. We're all frequency. So I tap into the energy, and this is, it's a fun, symbolic way to, to see where you're at energetically, and then what you need to do to move on to the next step. And where we're all at right now is that we are clearing. We are moving into the age of Aquarius, right? This next year, 2022, is going to be, the first full year, I think, of the age of Aquarius. So, it's all about just clearing out all of this, the negative vibrations that have just been so weighing down our souls, individually and also collectively now, right? That's why, the world is going cray-cray right now. All this shit is just coming to the surface to be healed. So again, the tarot cards just give us it's a symbolic way to look at what's going on collectively and one-on-one. So I'm going to do it a little bit different today. So I'm still going to do the 3 cards, but I'm going to do, and this is out of the Kyle Gray Angel Prayer, and I really enjoy this deck. I haven't had it that long. It's got wonderful energy, and I just like to play around with it and, have a little bit of fun. Why not? That's why we're here, right? Anyways, so for this, I am going to pick 3 cards. So the first card is going to represent the strengths you have at this time in your heart. The second will represent the blessings that you carry in your heart. And the third is going to represent the challenge, the part of your life or guidance you must focus on in order to achieve your goal, or the peace you are asking for. And so, since this is a collective reading, the intention that I'm going to put in is, what must we let go of in order to let in? What to let go in order to let in. And so collectively, I think we're all there. I know if you guys are anything like me, you love to, hold on to the bitter end. I'm like, no, I got it, So, Lord knows, it's been a lifelong lesson for me, learning to let go in order to let in. And let me tell you, the universe is beautiful, abundant, right? I mean, that's what the universe wants, is for us to be happy. I mean, we are the ones that like to get in our own way. I mean, seriously, Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and begin, and we're just going to see what happens. So I'm going to start with the tarot, and this will be representing the strengths. And this is new for me, guys. I'm doing something new on here. Put myself out there, right? I believe that all the growth and the beauty of this world, it happens in those uncomfortable margins and those places, where you push yourself, you learn to let go in order to let in. Thank you, Great Spirit, for allowing me to be a conduit here today. Oh, I'm so grateful. Okay, we got 1 here, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, for the second one, representing the blessings that you carry in your heart, I am going to use the angel prayer cards for this. So each set, this one came out real quick, so I'm going to do that one. Okay, usually when the cards fly out at you, that's a good one. This one, okay. And let's see. Thank you, Great Spirit. The cool thing about it in my head, there's never a wrong. There's never a wrong, right? We can take some freaking missteps. Lord knows, I know. We can take some missteps in this world, but there's never a wrong. There's never wrong. It's always what we make it, right? And that's been one of my biggest lessons, is to know, Great Spirit wants love and light. That's it. However we gotta go to get there, we're all moving towards the light. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I got 1 here. Okay. Whew. Oh, that one flew out for the second pile. Okay. What's been going on here? Spirit guide me today. It's this one. Okay, so lots of cards out, and just make sure I got all of my stuff. I'm gonna find one more book here. Hold on. Okay. Let me just move this over here. Okay. So, and again, as always, these readings are good for a week. I will always take a picture, put it in the comments, so if you don't get to watch it while it's live, you can always go back to it throughout the week if you so choose, or not, or whatever, luckily this is fun for me, so here I am. Okay, guys, so here is card set number 1. Okay. Here is card set number 2. And card set number 3. Okay, so let's look at it. Now, how did I do that? I think I did yeah, okay. Like that. I just have to pull them back out. I'm doing something different today, guys. So different is good. You never know. Never know what kind of insight we might gain. Okay, so if you picked card set number 1, let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's see. So for your first card, we have the 8 of Swords. And so again, for this reading, your first card is going to represent the strengths that you have at this time in your life, okay? And so this is interesting because the 8 of Swords is typically a card that we feel very trapped in, okay? I mean, if we look at this 8 of Swords, we see the woman is blindfolded. She has all the swords that are looking down. And the swords is all about making decisions. This is all about the intellect, right? I'm just looking at my notes here. So the swords is the element of air. Okay, so the 8 of Swords. So you feel trapped by your thoughts and your situation, and you believe you are a victim, okay? So this is energy that you are letting go of, this victim mentality energy. And look how this woman is bound, okay? But while it may appear that you have like little choices, if you look closer at her bindings, they're loose, okay? The bindings are loose. All you've got to do is change your perception around the situation, right? And so if you think, and this is all about, again, this reading, setting the intentions this week for me is, what do you need to let go in order to let in? And so for this first card, your strength at this time is going to be being able to shift your perspective to see the situation that you are currently in a different light, okay? You are not the victim, okay? You know, and I mean, and not to try to downplay anyone's certain situation, but it always takes 2 to tango. And so loosen these cords around you that you put there to begin with. Shift your perspective. This is what you have right now. This is your big let go, right? It's huge. Okay. So the next card that we're going to be looking at will be out of the angel prayer cards. And so this is representing the blessings that you carry in your heart, okay? And so this card is the spirit animal. So let me go here because I'm not as familiar with these cards, guys. So, and like I said, I'm mixing it up today, having fun, because why the heck not? So just like, hold on. Okay, 82. 8's a good number. Let's see what they have to say. Okay. So thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. And so this is the blessings. This is, because if you think about like who you are, heart-centered, right? So this is someone, right, says, thank you, Animal Kingdom. So angels are sending you love and blessings through the animals in your life this week, okay? So whether you have a pet on earth or a pet who has moved on to heaven, okay? Because when pets move on to heaven, their energy is still around us. I mean, the same with the people in our lives, but we're talking about animals right now. And so, so the love, the blessings that you have in your heart, your animals are speaking to you this week. And it makes sense, the veil is always thin around these. These are energetic. I mean, the solstice, the equinox, they're all like energetic kind of portal days, right? And so take some time to connect with the animal kingdom today, okay? And draw inspiration from it. The angels want you to know that the animal kingdom holds messages of peace and harmony for you, okay? Do anything you can to enjoy this. Okay, so for card set number 1, first, you are to let go of a certain perspective that's holding you back. Lean in to the animal kingdom this week. Even if you don't have pets, I know, I live alone. I'm not allowed to have pets at the apartment. I mean, I seriously, guys, when I need some animal loving, I mean, one, like I'll sit on the porch and talk to the squirrels, but I also, like, I'll YouTube, like, cute animal videos and watch them, I mean, whatever. So the great spirits, the energies want you. This is what's in your heart, is connecting to that animal, the animal kingdom, and the spirit guides. The animal spirit guides are so abundant. They're everywhere. And like the universe, they want the best for you. Okay? So, let's see. Your third card, this represents the challenge. This is the part of your life or guidance you must focus on in order to achieve your goal, or the peace that you are asking for. And so for this one, I'm taking out of Doreen Virtue's Ascended Master cards. And for card set number 1, you have artistic expression. So how cool is this? So this is all about, this is your challenge. And it's so interesting that artistic expression would be a challenge. But, in our, like, crazy, like, we're so busy just for the sake of being busy sometimes, that we don't give ourselves that time to pause and just to create. I mean, that's why we're here, guys. We are creators, okay? That is why we're here. And it's not just for, the elite few to be creating. All of us, they try to keep us busy so we won't. Or, really we keep ourselves busy so we won't. But this is your challenge, and this is also, your strength. So this card signals that your artistic talents are in need of creative expression. You have hidden talents that lie dormant. This trapped energy can make you feel tired, restless, and anxious, and can lead to addictions if the energy isn't expressed, right? Even if your artistic abilities feel unpolished, they need an outlet, okay? So make time today. Do it, guys. A lot of you guys are on breaks this week. Draw, paint, sing, play music, write, take photos, whatever it is, let out that creative energy. And I guarantee you, with the energy of your spirit animals that are very close to you this week, that you're going to be able to get out of this situation that has you feeling trapped, okay? Because again, it is all about just shifting the perspective, allowing your guides to guide, and getting that creativity out, okay? So that is card set number 1. See, there's still no one here, but that's okay because today's the Winter Solstice, and I know it's a busy day for a lot of you guys. So, hopefully some of you will take a look at this after I've finished, and if not, so be it. Okay, so let's look at, so for the next card set, this is card set number 2. So the first card represents the strengths that you have at this time in your life. You have a major arcana here, and it's very interesting. You have the Hanged Man, And, you know, in the tarot card, the Hanged Man is not a negative card. I mean, it sounds, you know, the Hanged Man, but when I hold the card up in just a second, you'll see that the Hangman isn't necessary. I mean, isn't negative. It's more like a pause, okay? And so if you see, I mean, he's not getting hung, right? He's in a state of suspension, and he kind of looks like he's actually like at ease, even though he's upside down. So he's a little topsy-turvy in his life, but he's chilling. He's chilling. And so with the Hangman, this is all about life is on hold, and you are in a state of temporary suspension as you await insight and clarity. So step back, and isn't it interesting? This is the second set, and the whole intention is focused on letting go to let in. And this is also a card asking you to look at life from a different perspective, right? You know, it's like, don't ever judge someone unless you've walked a mile in their shoes or whatever, right? Really try to see it. I mean, you know, it's easy to look at a different perspective if it's closely related to your own, but it seems like with this situation, right, with the Hangman, that you are being asked, and this is your strength, right? The strength right now is that you have this time, this temporary, suspension, this moment in time where you can pause into it, look at the situation, step back from it, okay, and look at it from a different way. So weird that it's not weird. I mean, that's just how the universe operates, right? But that's the second card about checking things out from a different perspective. So makes sense with today being the winter solstice. Okay, so for your second card, now this represents the blessings that you carry in your heart. And again, today, because it's the winter solstice, I just decided to do something a little different. It's good to, mix things up, have fun with it. And I also figured that since, the veil is always thin, our guides, our angels are so close on days like today. So here we have the Earth Angel for card set number 2. Look how beautiful. She is holding the whole world in her hands. I love it. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. So the general meaning here, the angels are so grateful for all of your positive thoughts and the actions that you do for others. They want you to take some time to see how amazing you actually are as a person. So if you're busy with, helping all these other people, a lot of times you end up putting yourself on the back burner, right? So the angels want you to know that they feel blessed to have someone like you helping them do their work here on earth. You are an earth angel, my friend. You are an earth angel of this world. So here's some expanded interpretation of this card. So instead of working out what you want next in your life, ask yourself these simple questions. How can I be of service? How can I first serve myself? And how can I extend my help to others? So know that, someone with the energy of an earth angel, you are a giver, you are a lover, right? These are the blessings that are in your heart, but you have to remember to ask, how can I first serve myself? It is not a selfish thing to put yourself first, okay? And as an earth angel, look at you. You've got the whole world in your hands and you're a giver, but the angels are asking you today to give to yourself. You got to put the oxygen mask on yourself first, which is probably why you are in a state of suspension right now, right? That you're having to look at things from a different perspective. You can only give so much. When you have the answers, know that they're guiding you from your angels, okay? They want you to be just like them. And by living your life in a balanced way for yourself first and then for others, you will become a living, breathing angel. I mean, you've got it going on. This is an excellent reading. So this third represents the challenge. So this is the part of your life or the guidance that you must focus on in order to achieve your goal. And really it seems from this is about living in, balance, again, looking at other perspectives, being able to put yourself first, okay? And again, it is not selfish to put your needs first. Just like, when you're on the airplane, you've got to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you can help anyone else. And so this is interesting for the, let's see, where are we? Sorry guys, I'm working out of 3 different decks today, which that's a little, I don't know if I'll do this again. It's a little crazy. But anyways, it's just like a little back and forth. I don't have all these cards memorized yet. And this is the card. This is interesting because this is what we had last week. And let me tell you that I had some mother, sister, daughter energy this past week. And so this is your, hold on, let me get back here. So this is the challenge in your life, okay? Or this is the guidance that you must focus on. So there is some strong feminine energy, okay? And so Lady Nada, she is an ascended master. She works with the angels, so it's a wonderful companion with the Earth Angel card. This is the Lady Nada. You call upon her to help you find peace with both females and males in your life. And also, this is an inner harmonizing of balancing of the masculine and the feminine energies within yourself. And so, as far as letting go so you can let in, which is the overall intention of these readings tonight, the issue involves a significant woman in your life, such as a mother, wife, girlfriend, sister, or daughter. So the first person, so if you picked card set number 2, the first female that comes to your mind, that's the correct. That is the woman that you are needing. And and letting go or looking at something from a different perspective, it doesn't mean that you have to exay this person out of your life. It can be about letting go of expectations, right? Letting go of, of unhealthy attachments or unhealthy patterns that you might have with this woman in your life. So any unhealed feelings that you carry towards this person could be blocking or slowing the manifestation of your dreams, as well as leading to imbalances. And remember that when we get unbalanced energetically, and if it stays like that long enough, then it materializes as chronic issues in our body. So it is very important that these issues, we let go this energy so we can bring in all the beauty and the abundance that's out in the world, right? And again, you're someone that, you're an earth angel. You have such wonderful beauty in your heart, It's just about, again, changing that perception of whatever situation that you're in right now. And Great Spirit Universe has given you the opportunity, the pause time to do that, right? Okay. Woo, that was a good one. Okay, so for card set number 3, we have another major arcana for your first card. And remember that this is representing the strengths that you have at this time, okay? And so for card set number 3, your first card here is the Hermit, okay? So it says that the Hermit is all about, spiritual knowledge. Oh, that was good stuff. Okay. So you are on a path of spiritual knowledge and self-discovery. Retreat from everyday life and create space and introspection. Go within and you'll discover the knowledge, clarity you seek. And so this is a wonderful card for solstice, right? I mean, this is the time to go within, to seek, what it is that you need to release, right? That's where we learn the lessons. And I know that people get kind of eye rolly, with us sometimes, but it's always, always, always an inside job, period. Okay? And so the Hermit card, this is all about, and this is your strength right now, ability to go within and seek the knowledge that you look for, okay? It's nothing exterior. It's never going to be. And, it's a really hard pill to swallow. It's never going to be people, places, or things that are going to make your life better. It's all about going within and finding that clarity, finding that balance within your own being. Okay, so for card set number 3, your second card, this is representing the blessings that you carry in your heart. Okay, this is really you on a energetic heart level, and this is all about love and self-acceptance for your second card. So let me pull this up and hold on one second. Here we go. Love and accept yourself. So today I want you to thank your angels for lovingly guiding you to self-acceptance, okay? And so here, you are doing so well on changing your old habits and thoughts, okay? And so again, today, let go to let in. You gotta let go, right, of that internal dialogue. This is what I'm thinking, especially with the Hermit card, right? So this is all about, you're perfect. I mean, you're a divine being. I mean, every human on this planet is perfect. We are all perfectly flawed, of course, right? Because we're fractals of God energy, right? And so this is all about going within and just accepting yourself for who you are. And who you are a beautiful angel of light and love, okay? So this is, there's issues around self-esteem and confidence, okay? Some of these have taken blows. You've gone through shock, you've gone through trauma in your life, okay? And, but this energy, this, kind of shrinking the wallflower energy, it is not serving you. The angels want nothing more than for you to be at peace with yourself, to know that joy that you have within and that confidence, okay? So this is a card that's really, your angels want you to tap into that inner self confidence, okay? So this all seems like for card set number 3, this is an inside job that you're really working on. This is about, this is a time for you. Your strength, again, is that you can go within, and there's some shedding of old beliefs of yourself. So this is about, any type of self-esteem issues that you have, know that you are worthy. You are worthy of anything that you think you can have in this world, because we're creators, right? And so you're worthy of all the beauty in the world, right? Go within and, accept yourself for the flawed beauty that you are, because we are all just, we're here, we're all perfectly flawed. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says that. Perfectly flawed. That's me. And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, so your last card, 4. Card set number 3. This is Ushan. Ooh, this is a wonderful card here. And I love it that this is all about drinking more water. And what did I say at the beginning of this reading? The healing element of water. Water is so important to heal the soul. Throw a little bit of lemon balm up in there, and you're good to go. So here we have Ushan, one of the European Orishas here. Okay, so Ushan, she's an African goddess of rivers and waters, right? She helps women to appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty. So this goes so wonderfully for card set number 3. This is all about tapping into your inner self-worth. Let Ushan guide you, okay? So this card comes to you as a sign that your body is thirsty for pure water, okay? Right? Water cleanses. Tell your glass of water that you love it, okay? And it will heal your body. I don't even know what the percentage is, but it's a high percentage. And so Ushan, the Orishas are talking to you today, okay? So you could be having some symptoms right now of fatigue, difficulty in concentration, being irritable, any kind of like excessive hunger that you may be feeling. This can actually be from dehydration, okay? And so the angels are asking you, drink your water, bless the water before drinking it, okay? And, avoid drinking any kind of drinks this week. This is all about help in your romantic life. This is help for that self-esteem, so you feel that increased attractiveness and self-esteem. Out for card set number 3. So your job for this week is to go within, tap into that inner beauty. We're all flawed, we're all perfect, right? Love yourself. Allow the Orishas to guide you, right? For that self. This is all about self-love. Yeah, self-love, self-esteem, okay? So for card set number 3, yourself this week. You've got everything you need. All of us. We're these beautiful, beautiful angels, right? So love yourself today. Okay, love yourself today. Okay, guys. Wow, that went pretty long. And I hope that was helpful, that, the messages resonated for you guys. If you are interested to learn a little bit more about me, you can check out my website. I have it posted in the description. If you'd like to support my offerings and my endeavors, you can also check out my Patreon site. I'm here every Tuesday for Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. I so love to be here. As always, I'll take a picture of the cards and put them in the comments below. And if you can always look it up, or if you have questions, just, reach out to me. I'm here, and I'm just spreading so much love and light to you guys. Happy winter solstice. Happy holidays. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.